Yes. Yes, Swapnil sir, are you there?
Yes, we
Swapnil,
are very much here.
Prerna ma'am, a warm welcome to
Yes.
you. Over to you, Dr. Rajni Kamath ma'am. Please take over the session.
Very good afternoon to all of you. Respected speakers, Prerna Nizampurkar and Swapnil Daide, dear participants, FDP coordinator and organizing team.
Madam, your voice is very feeble. Kamath madam, your
Yes?
voice is feeble.
Am I audible, sir?
But very voice is very low. Slightly.
Audible, madam. Audible.
Oh. This is charging. Where is the mic from this? Where is the mic? Yeah, this one, sir. Okay, I'll speak loudly. Am I audible now?
Yes, yes. You are audible now.
Yes, madam. Audible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, madam. Now it's okay.
Yeah.
Yes, madam.
I, Dr. Rajni Kamath, wishing you very warm welcome to last session of this FDP. I know all of you are attending sessions by managing your other duties. Maybe stressed. Of course, we face stress in our life. Stress is one of the biggest causes of epigenetic change because it knocks our body out of all balance. Stress is a pain which comes to tell me there is something I need to change. Whenever I'm in stress, what happens? The beta waves in the brain gets created, and the serotonin level in the body increases. So this requires the decrease of the serotonin level. Beta waves transfer from beta to alpha waves. So yoga and meditation here plays the major role in managing stress. In this context, the next session is on stress management. I'm privileged to introduce resource persons of this session, Ms. Prerna Nizampurkar and Mr. Swapnil Daide. Ms. Prerna Nizampurkar has over 15 plus years of experience helping organizations to improve their performance by increasing organizational effectiveness and efficiency level through quality employee engagements, high impact leadership practices, identifying and removing internal roadblocks, aligning scientific performance matrix, impactful coaching, trainings, and mentoring. Madam is having lots of experience, worked as manager HR, company management representative, and administration head at manufacturing industries. Today we are having two resource persons in this session. The second resource person of our session is Mr. Swapnil Daide. Mr. Swapnil is an IT entrepreneur having business experience of 20 years, having business presence in China since from year 2004, plus the most important, practicing Sahaja Yoga meditation since 24 years. Sir has founded Global Transformation Technologies Private Limited in year 2001, established GTT's JV's company in China in the year 2004. Sir has established real estate development company in the year 2011 and consulting services to various IT companies. It's a great combination, IT and the yoga. Would like to bring to your notice that Sir has rewarded with various honors, awards. One among them is rewarded with the honorary citizenship by Chinese government in the year 2010. On behalf of Cyber Organizing Committee, FDP, and Atal team, I am welcoming both the resource person for this forum. Wish you very warm welcome, Prerna Madam and Swapnil Sir. Over to you, sir, Madam.
Good morning to all. Thank you for such a wonderful introduction. Sometimes introductions are so bulky and lengthy that you get stressed by listening to the profile of the speaker itself. But thank you, you kept so low. I hope I am audible to all of you. You can hear me well. If if any problem comes, Sonia ma'am or anyone can interrupt me.
Yes.
So today the session is about stress management. Initially, I will be giving you a very brief idea how this stress impacts, number one. Number two, today we are here to offer you the solution and not to discuss more about the theory. So the solution is, can we practice the meditation? Does it really help to release the stress? And yes, immediately after I finish the introduction part, we will be doing the practice of meditation at least 3 times during the whole session. Then Prerna madam will be explaining you how this really correlate with our body. As we are all educated and research people, how we can further do this practice, because this is not some certification that you meditated today onwards, no stress. Okay, so there is a practice. So today we are going to give you the first experience. Then of course we have Dr. Vishwajit. I invited him specifically because you all people from various parts of India, whether we meet next time or not, but he will give you some kind of a practical tips and some practical demo which you can start practicing, which will help you for this stress management. So I'm making on my presentation. Just give me a second. Okay, can you see on the screen the first slide, yellow green color, stress management? Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Quickly, let's understand what is stress. If you go and Google this term, you will get millions of websites. Once you start reading it, after 10-15 minutes, you will have more stress. Then again, you will find more websites and more stress comes. The reason is the data is so much. Whenever there is something so much, the stress starts. Whether it's happiness, it's good thing, it's bad thing, anything so much, the stress is going to increase. We were conducting meditation program for the policemen, and there I realized the definition of the stress for the human. In a very humorous way, I asked that how many of you get stressed? So almost 80% of the policemen, they raised the hand. So I was surprised that among all the 62 or some police people, around 10-12 people were there, the policemen at Deccan police station. Their hands were down. So I asked them that these all police karmi, they get the stress. You are so lucky that you don't get stress out, even though you're serving for the nation and so much work pressure. They said, no, we don't get stressed. Our job is to give them stress to the other police colleague. So that day I found that there are two kind of people who take the stress, and there are other people who pass on the stress. Now this stress, you can define in a various way. We are going to define today the stress in one single word. When the stress comes, what happens? We are very happy. We have very good sleep. Our health is good. No, it doesn't happen. When the stress is there, headache, the frustration, anxiety, sadness, depression, fight in family, in office, so many things. As a researcher, there has to be patience, the loss of patience, the, the loss of confidence. It happens. The reason is we cannot find the result so well. The stress will impact us physically, mentally, emotionally, and behavioral level. So many impacts. If we keep on reading this, it will again bring some kind of a stress. But ultimately, our physical health get damaged. Even the mentally lack of concentration, mistakes kept on happening. Okay, the tendency to overreact, sometimes overjoy, is also sign of stress at mental level. Emotionally, irritation, anxiety. At behavioral level, some lethargy will come, and sometimes we may get trapped with the habit of drinking, smoking, and so many things. This stress can bring you cold, flu, cancer, the depression, the skin diseases, the stomach ulcer. It impact directly on your stomach. Your food habit changes. It's very difficult even to maintain your day-to-day schedule, and ultimately it impact on our heart. The heart diseases are the cause of stress. Asthma is also byproduct of the stress. You will say so many things happen, but the doctor never tell us. Doctor are there to hunt the problem in your body and cure it. But the causes are we ourselves because of our lifestyle. What we do? We go for therapy. We attend some music sessions. We go to spa. We do exercise, morning yoga, maybe laughter therapy. So many things. But it will help us only for the said time or the said moment. Say 1 hour we are in gym. But the moment we are stepping down out of the gym, the work pressure starts. Immediately we again get back to into the stressful situation. Sometimes we go for outing, but these days because of corona that is also not possible. So then it comes with yoga and meditation. Does really meditation will help? Yes. How? Very simple, I tell you. What is the stress? Stress, the fear, the worries, the sadness, everything is a thought. In one line, it is a thought. So stress is nothing but a pressure of a thought. How? So this is a mobile, maybe few hundred grams of its weight. You ask me, Swapnilji, can you hold it in your palm, say for 10, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour? Yes, possible. But if you give me, say 200 kg weight, even 50 kg weight, or the chair in which I'm sitting, I cannot hold, say, for more than 10 minutes. After 15 minutes, broken down. Even if you tell me, okay, we pay you $10,000, maybe 1 hour, but broken down. Now, this is a weight which we can keep in our hand and we can measure. But one stressful thought which creates more than 500 kg pressure in our little head. Can you imagine how the damage it will be creating? Lot of things. But ultimately, it is a pressure of a thought. You are not getting result. You are not happy with the relationship. You are not happy with the work. You are not happy with yourself. Everything is a thought. Now, if this thought is creating pressure, which is creating stress, then the solution comes with the problem. So the thoughtless awareness is the solution. So the thought should be replaced by thoughtless, but it has to be aware. Now we are talking with each other. We are aware. It's not hypnotism. So how to get this thoughtless awareness? So thoughtless awareness comes from within. If the stress comes within the body, the solution is also within, not outside. We must go within. Now how it will happen? So thoughtless awareness is the first stage of the meditation, which is mentioned in all our spiritual books, whether we talk about Gita, whether we talk about Quran, or whether we talk about Christianity, the Holy Bible. A one-liner out of all these books where we must get self-realization. You know, one birth we get when our mother gives us the birth. But the next birth is we come to know who are we and why is my birth. So that is the self-realization, that we know what I have to do in the present moment. How it works? See, these all thoughts, they come from the past or from the future. But very rarely we are in the present moment. Most of the time, see, like we do some kind of a research or something, it's very difficult for us to focus on the present. We are always worried about what we did a mistake in past and what I should do in future. So the meditation will keep you exactly in present. How? This is a subtle system. You just have a look in a body which will understand after the experience. So there is a left channel called Ida Nadi. Okay, this is left parasympathetic nervous system. The right one is Pingala Nadi, right parasympathetic nervous system. And the middle one is the Sushumna Nadi. So the left Ida Nadi, it contributes the emotions, the past, and this gives you good health. The right one, it's about all our workforce, work energy, everything about our future. This gives you the physical energy also. So the emotional side, the EQ comes from the left, the IQ, it comes from the right, and the spiritual quotient, which gives us the stress release situation, that is from the middle part. How this system gets imbibed in your body? When we are 3 months old in your mother's womb, the way our heart start functioning, we have a small energy in our sacrum bone. You can find below there is number 1 chakra, this is a Muladhara, above there is a sacrum bone. So this energy is called in a form of coil, referred in Sanskrit Kundal. So the energy is referred as feminine, so Kundalini. This energy is in dormant form. When we grow up and we take our birth, the cord is cut, the energy gets compact. Now it resides in our sacrum bone, absolutely dormant form. Nidrist avastha mein hoti hai. The moment we have meditation, which is creating balance between left and right, the energy starts moving. So the below is the first energy center, above are the 6th energy center. This energy starts flowing from the middle path, comes out of the top of fontanel bone area by nourishing the 6th energy center. Once it comes out, it gets united again with the cosmic energy of this whole universe. So this is, so the Sahaj Yoga meditation, Sah means Sath, means born, within, Ja means right from our birth. So Janam se Sath, जो शक्ति है, इसका जागरण होके तालु भाग से जब ये बाहर आती है तो योग होता है, union. So union with the universal energy. So the whole Sahaj Yoga is a cognitive science. Why? The moment this energy starts flowing out of the top of the fontanel bone area, right now, after some time, you will be getting the divine cool breeze, the flow of air coming out of fontanel bone area from both the palm. First experience. Second experience, these all energy centers, they contribute physical, emotional, spiritual, so many qualities. All energy centers, they have some kind of a energy contributing to our body and physical functions. On your fingertips, we can recognize which chakra, which energy center is having problem. Once we start doing meditation, our depth of understanding increases. As a researcher, I tell you, it is so helpful because this flow of vibrations can give anything. See, we come from a very common families. Even let's take an example from my own family. My younger brother, clearing his bachelor degree in pharmacy in India, going for research in United Kingdom, doing research in cancer research, working as a now senior scientist as a cancer research in Bitson Research Institute in Glasgow. A very common ordinary boy, but when started doing meditation, he could realize from within what he has to do. And whenever doing the studies or research, he could understand from within. So the capacity building, if we're talking, the power is within. So we must channelize this power. How the stress will get released? Now the left and right ones comes in balance, then we don't have a fear of either worries nor future. So we are absolutely in balance. Then when the energy start flowing, the thoughts automatically get cooled down, and the thoughts which come are only the useful for the moment. You can call it like a cosmic thoughts or divine thoughts. So automatically the thoughts are replaced by thoughtless awareness. So onwards, when we do meditation, morning, evening, wherever you are going, whenever stressful situation comes, your vibrations are there to protect you. The reason is you are all the time into present. Even if you feel like, okay, you are going to the left or right, the vibrations will bring you present. And the stressful situation, we also face the stresses. We have our businesses, we have so many problems, but when these problems comes, we have the ability to deal with them very peacefully and coolly. Let's first experience this meditation. Who has founded this meditation? Founder. So what will be happening? We'll be doing some process now. uh, the process is very simple, which will tell you on the screen. Okay, this energy will start flowing. It will be coming out of the fontanel bone area, and the experience is either both the palm having cool vibrations, top of the fontanel bone area having cool vibration. Your thoughts are reduced. From within, you are feeling peaceful. Okay, you may be feeling a bit lighter. Okay, so the founder of this meditation technique is Her Holiness Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. With love, we call her like Shri Mataji. She took her birth in Chindwara, close to Nagpur, in a very royal family. Her father, Mr. Salve, P.K. Salve, he was the one of the member of the writing the constitution along with Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkarji, knowing more than 14 languages, mayor of Nagpur, even before the freedom of India. So the whole family belongs to the freedom fighting family. And since childhood, like she even being a medical student from the Lahore University, her father used to always tell that the people, they know everything, but experience is important. So you create a meditation technique which will help people to experience and to transform. Once these energy centers, they come into the right frequency, we get transformed. Okay, our worries get replaced by the confidence. Okay, so same way every energy center transforms us. And she founded the meditation on 5th May 1970. Her husband was the joint secretary to the cabinet government when Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri ji was a PM of India. And after she started practicing this meditation technique in 1970, now we have presence in more than 110 countries. All the meditation practices are taught free of cost. During lockdown also, we have done helped so many people that we'll mention later on. First, let's get our experience. So what we do, you both your palm, okay, you do like this. I tell you the position. Yeah, can you put me in full screen mode, madam, if it's possible? So I show you because I'm not getting the idea. Okay, this better. Yeah, okay. So just for showing you the position of the palm, otherwise the palm should be resting on your lap. Okay, like this. Okay, like this, resting on your lap. So meditation we can do either by Indian sitting or in a chair. Sit comfortably. How to do the process? First, we'll express the pure desire. Then Shri Mataji will play her video. She will ask us to put your right palm on your heart. Then she will show us various positions where to keep, even on the forehead and top of the fontanel bone area, and make up and down. So first, we must have a clear desire. Even if a small kid, if it doesn't ask to mother that माँ मुझे दूध चाहिए, मुझे पानी चाहिए, मांगना पड़ता है बस आजकल ना, everything you should have pure desire. So let's, whatever the religion, caste, creed you people are there, because Sahaja Yoga is the universal thing. It imbibes everything together. So this is the experience of meditation. So let's express a pure desire in our heart. Shri Mataji, we all are educated people and contributing for our society, family, and our country. We have pure desire to get experience of our self-realization, that is Atma Sakshatkar, that is Miraj in Quran, that is experience of cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. Okay, slowly open your eyes. Now I'm playing the video first. If the voice is audible, then we start with it. Okay, can you see on screen Shrimata's photo? Can any one of you just
Yes,
confirm me?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Visible. Yes, visible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you hear the voice? First, which have a voice test. Okay,
No,
voice is coming.
no.
I have full audio here.
Sir,
Disturbances, sir.
sir, we hear
Not
your voice only, sir.
Can you repeat?
Your voice
Sir,
only.
increase the device volume.
Device volume is
No audio, sir.
see, like in Zoom, there is an option of taking the audio from the device itself, but here I cannot find. Wait.
Sir is playing from his phone.
Okay, I try with this. Share audio. Okay, I found another option. I'm playing directly from YouTube. A moment, please.
That will be good, sir.
Yeah, a moment, please. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I hope you people understood what I was talking. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
हा तोपर्यंत लावा तुम्ही. YouTube. दिलोय ना. Yes, I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. Now I'm switching.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Share audio. Okay, please tell me audible.
First of all,
Yes, you
please put your right hand on
Slow it down, voice.
First of all, please put your right hand on your heart. All the time, the left hand is towards me. Now, here you have to say in your heart. All sincerity. Mother, am I the spirit? Ask the question 3 times in your heart. It's a very fundamental.
दे दो काढून घे.
could you please demonstrate, sir? It will be good.
Okay, no problem.
Yes.
So I'm back to the presentation mode. Okay, fine. So just look at to the steps. So the right palm towards the mother earth. Okay, you have to make it to mother earth. Bas. Okay, like this towards mother earth. Left palm like this, resting on your lap. Next position, we'll keep our left palm bent in 90 degree and towards the sky. Then we take both the palm down. Next step, we'll keep the right palm here on your heart, then on forehead, press it hard in downward direction. Then on top of your fontanel bone area. So let's start. Close your eyes slowly, both your legs separated, touching mother earth. Both the palms are open and kept in your lap. First step, we will clear our left channel, the emotional side. So now here we use the earth element. So right palm towards mother earth. Here we pray in our heart, Shri Mataji, please clear our left channel. Mother Kundalini, please clear our left channel. See the flow of vibrations from the left palm. Please bring back the right palm on your lap. Next step, left palm facing towards the sky, bent in 90 degree. Here we pray, Mother, please clear our right channel. श्री माता जी, हमारी पिंगला नाड़ी शुद्ध कीजिए. See the movement of Kundalini from right palm. Any tingling sensation, movement of burning air. Take your palm down. So here we will be praying for our balance. Shri Mataji, please give us absolute balance. हमारी इड़ा पिंगला नाड़ी संतुलन में लाए, हमें संपूर्ण संतुलन प्रदान करे. Now use our right palm, keep on your heart where you hear the heartbeats. Here we pray, we are neither this body, mind, we are pure soul. श्री माता जी, हम केवल शुद्ध आत्मा है. Let's have equal love for the whole humanity. From your heart, raise the right palm, keep it on your forehead. Press it hard. The neck should be in bending position in forward direction. गर्दन को सामने की दिशा में झुकाना है. हाथ दबाए. Let's forgive here everyone. We have so many memories of past, future worries. So many people have troubled us. Let's forgive everyone, including ourselves. No need to have anyone's name or his picture in mind. Just say, I forgive. श्री माता जी, हमने सबको क्षमा की है. I forgive myself. I forgive everyone. 3 times we say, I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. Raise your right palm from the forehead. Put it on top of fontanel bone area. तालू पे हाथ रखें. उंगलियां खुली हुई. Keep your fingers stretched. Press it hard. Clockwise direction. घड़ी की सुइयों की दिशाओं में गोलाकार घुमाना है हाथ. Keep it pressed in clockwise direction without lifting. Make a movement. Pray here. Shri Mataji, give us the experience of self-realization. Shri Mataji, give us the experience of our self-realization. Let the whole stress get released. हाथ को दबा के रखें. Keep your hand pressed. Slowly lift your right palm. थोड़ा सा अंतर रखें तालू भाग और हाथ में. A bit distance between palm and your fontanel bone area. See the flow of energy. Is there any cool or warm breeze flowing? क्या ठंडे या गर्म लहरें आ रही है? हाथ को स्थिर रखें. Let's lift our right palm slowly up, slowly down. शांतिपूर्वक हाथ ऊपर नीचे करें. See the flow of vibrations. हाथ को नीचे लाए. Eyes are closed. Watch your thoughts. If thoughts are coming from past or future, just watch them. When thought comes, just say, I forgive. मैं इन विचारों को क्षमा करता हूं। क्षम क्षम क्षम। Watch the silence within. दोनों हाथों को हृदय के स्तर पर लाना है। Keep your both the palms at the level of heart. See the flow of vibrations. Is there any flow of cool or warm air coming out of both the palm from the fontanel bone area? Are we feeling relaxed? With both the hands folded, let's offer pranam to our Mother Kundalini residing in your sacrum bone. Slowly open your eyes. Now, what you do, keep your palms like this, okay? When we do namaskara like this, okay? Slowly outward, inward. Slowly बाहर लेके जाइए, आहिस्ता अंदर लाइए, ठीक है? When you are doing this movement in one linear direction, there may be attraction or repulsion. Don't pay attention to it. Pay attention to the flow of air. हवा गर्म कैसे आ रही है? Just watch the flow of vibrations. कैसा लग रहा है? राइट पाम को तालू भाग पे ले, डू लाइक दिस, इस तरह से, या ऊपर नीचे करें. एनी फ्लो कमिंग? हाथ नीचे लीजिए. Why we got this experience? See, the Kundalini is residing in our sacrum bone. When it goes up, okay, 3 channel, 7 energy centers. 7 into 3, 21. 21 on 21 into 10 raised to 108. 21 के ऊपर 108 जीरो लगा दीजिए. So many threads of this energy in our body. Few 100,000 have been realized. Maybe few. जैसे ये जागृति है, so this is the first experience. Once we start doing this meditation morning and evening, 10 minutes morning, 10 minutes evening, this energy keeps on moving, flowing. The way we have our breakfast, morning, lunch in the afternoon, we just do our job, eat properly healthy food, and the rest is taken care by our body parts. Same way, when we do this meditation, this is energy residing within. It keep on piercing through the energy centers whole day. Every energy centers, they contribute physical, mental, spiritual level, all the aspects. And you will find every 7 days, you are becoming more balanced person. You are becoming more focused. Earlier, maybe not getting good results, but the results are more focused. And more importantly, we feel all the time energetic because the energy is from within. We are teaching this meditation through Sahaja Yoga Meditation Organization since last 50 years. The whole technique is founded by Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi. This is available absolutely free. Now, we have got this experience. Now we will understand a more little bit theory of all these energy centers, that how they are helpful to us. Then we'll again meditate for some time. Then health aspect will be explained by Dr. Vishwajit Chauhan. So we'll change the setting. Just give us less than half a minute, and Prerna will be here to explain you the impact of energy centers. Yeah.
Very good afternoon to everyone. Can you hear me? Very good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon. Now, talking on stress management at the lunchtime, I'm creating biggest stress. Everyone is agree with me.
It's okay.
It's okay. Okay. Now, can anybody tell me that when you get stressed, one or two example?
When work pressure is there.
Pressure is there. Okay.
Work pressure.
Another example? Huh? Okay. I'm just checking who is there.
જે વસ્તુ કામ પ્રોપર ના થઈ હોય ત્યારે
Okay. Very good example. But do you think stress only comes from the unpleasant or stressful situation? Do you think? Okay. Let's continue then.
No.
No. Okay. Someone said no. Stress can come from the positive happening also. Suppose someone is getting married or a woman conceiving her first pregnancy. Do you agree with me with this aspect?
Yes, madam, you are right.
Yeah. Stress can come through some positive happening also. So let's understand our subtle system first. Then you will get all the answer for how to get rid of this stress. Now, like you, we are also professionals and we are always trying to achieve a great life in our personal as well as in our professional life. But the outside events are not always in our hand. Sometimes we feel that we don't have any control on our own life. And science exactly says that stress is individual perception of not having control on his or her own life. It is a mismatch between expectations and reality. Anger, fear, lack of confidence, then poor communication, we can say, then poor attention. All these are some symptoms of stress. Whenever we have some medical disorder or some disorder, we seek help from the medical science. We go to the doctor, and science has some parameters to check the body, like your heartbeats, BP, and all. But science has no explanation on why it has happened and how it has happened. Do you agree with me? Doctors will prescribe you medicines and all, but they will explore some events or they will explore some series of events to just come to the conclusion that why it has happened, but they don't have any specific explanation which can be proved or well explained. This is the problem because So far, we have denied the subtle system in human body. Which interprets the outside world, but it is not. Human body is the storehouse of various spiritual powers and spiritual qualities. So now let's understand what is this subtle system. Can you see chart behind me? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a moment, we are sitting. Plain chart. That will okay. Okay. Screen sharing. So every day we see flowers are blooming,
Madam,
fruits are ripening. Hello?
hello. Yeah, please on your video. Okay, okay, okay,
Okay. Okay, ma'am?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. Fine, ma'am.
Yeah. Every day we see flowers are blooming, fruits are ripening, or seeds sprouting. Or we could see how a tiny seed could become a giant tree. So there is a force who manages everything. We call it as a all-pervading power or universal force, which is omnipresent. What happens when fetus is about 2 to 3 months old in the mother's womb? The columns of rays of consciousness emitted through that all-pervading power passes through the brain to enlighten it. But human brain being prism-like in shape, what happens? That columns of rays get refracted into 4 diverse directions, and it makes our subtle system. First, our left channel, which start from our right brain, our memory storehouse, and it goes down to our left side. It is called left sympathetic nervous system or Ida Nadi, which handles our past, our memories, all our habits, our conditions. Then second system made here from left brain, and it goes down to the right side of our body. It is called right sympathetic nervous system or Pingala Nadi, which deals with our future. Then third system is created here in between. You could see this line. It is called parasympathetic nervous system, or in spiritual language, you can call it as a Sushumna Nadi, which gives us balance. And the residual force goes down through this Sushumna Nadi, middle center, and it goes down, creating this 6 main chakras or plexus in the body, and it settled here. You could see this ray triangular bone is here. This force settled here in 3.5 coil shape in the sacrum bone, placed at the end of our spinal cord. So this force is being Kundalini shape. It is called Kundalini Shakti. And the fundamental of this Kundalini Shakti is self-reorganization, self-regeneration, and ascent. Through self-organization, this energy protects and sustains. Self-regeneration is its ability to renew, heal, and give balance. And ascent is its capacity to transit myth and myth, and all the logic and attain the collective consciousness. So what happens when a person is always lost in his past tense, or he is always desiring something but not doing anything to fulfill it or to execute it? Then that person's left side, this left side or Ida Nadi, is weakened. So that person become lethargic. That person will have some psychosomatic disorders. Depression is also the root cause. Then, when the person is just working and not enjoying his day-to-day life, or we can say the person is workaholic, what happened? His right side, this Pingala Nadi, is under pressure, and that person becomes egoistic, very dry in nature, very harsh in nature, and dominating personality. And this middle path, Sushumna Nadi, here Kundalini resides, and all the plexus, all the chakras are present on this Nadi, gives us balance, peace, and happiness. What happens when we start meditating? This dormant force, this Kundalini Shakti, gets awakened, and this Shakti starts her journey. This Shakti goes upward in this direction, piercing all the chakras present on the parasympathetic nervous system. It goes up, and on the fontanel bone area, the Shakti emerges as a fountain of coolness. When this Shakti gets awakened, she starts her journey upward, as just I told. But then what happened to this chakra, and what are these chakra? Let's understand this. All these chakras have some medical benefit. I think after my session, Dr. Vishwajit Chauhan will elaborate on the same. But what happened? All these chakra had some innate spiritual qualities. That qualities may not have been manifested yet, but when this Kundalini Shakti is awakened, she nourishes all the chakra while her journey, gives power to every chakra, and all the innate spiritual quality automatically starts manifesting in that person. For example, this Muladhara chakra. Actually, Muladhara chakra is placed under the below the Kundalini. But today we got our self-realization because of this chakra only. This chakra gives us authority to get our self-realization. You know, intelligence is there, and we have created so many global problems with this intelligence. But this chakra gives us wisdom. What is right? What is wrong? This chakra make us, or this chakra gives us ability to cope up with the nature, or you can say harmony with the nature. Then second chakra, here you can see this yellow plexus or yellow chakra here. It is Swadhisthana chakra. This chakra is the center of creativity, pure knowledge, and exactly in the education industry, this chakra is overloaded with so many activity. Maybe you are very creative with your work, but if you're not able to recognize others' work, or you're not able to appreciate others' work, then what to use of that creativity? So when Kundalini passes through this chakra, what happened? That person become creative. Okay, by nature he is creative, but he start appreciating others. He start enjoying beauty around him. So this is the beauty of this chakra. Then let's go to the third chakra, which is Nabhi chakra. Lack of patience is also a symptom of stress. And when Mother Kundalini passes through this chakra, Mother Kundalini nourishes this chakra, and then patience automatically comes into us. Satisfaction, peacefulness. Then we will come to this Anahat chakra, or we can say heart chakra. This is the center of our confidence. If any person who is low confident by the nature, and we could say that this person is working very hard, but this person doesn't have that leadership quality, or this person doesn't fulfill his responsibility very well, then there may be problem with this chakra. When Mother Kundalini passes through this chakra get enlightened, and all the spiritual qualities which is inbuilt with that chakra automatically start manifesting with that person. That person become more loving, compassionate with others, and he start fulfilling all his responsibility. Then next chakra here, Vishuddhi chakra. Communication, 99% of the problem in our life is come from the poor communication. And that communication part is handled by this Vishuddhi chakra. This chakra gives us good communication. If this chakra is enlightened with any person, that person can be a good communicator. He will simply present his thoughts in a simple way. Next chakra is Ajna chakra. It is very critical chakra actually. And when suppose someone is hurting us or someone has insulted us, so always we think about that person. That person did to me this, that person is like that only. So what happened, directly, indirectly, we are cursing that person. We are not forgiving him. But when Mother Kundali passes through this chakra, we automatically start forgiving to others. We forgive ourselves also, and we just sit in the peace that time. And the last chakra is Sahasrara chakra. Here, integration of all the chakra, the points of all the chakras are present in this Sahasrara chakra, which is present in our brain. Scientist has yet to answer the connection between meditation and brain. They have not found the answer of this question. There was one research conducted by some of the researchers, and they scrutinized two communities. One community, persons who are very calm or who are well relaxed person, and the second community was person who meditate regularly, who are doing Sahaja Yoga meditation. So what they found is the person who is more relaxed, in their brain, scientists found alpha and delta waves, so that they are quite in relaxation or they are comfortable. But scientists found that the person who are performing meditation regularly, they found theta waves in their brain. And this question is still unanswered, from where these theta waves are coming. That means when you meditate, maybe you feel that you are relaxing, but it is beyond relaxation. You get tremendous power, tremendous energy through the meditation. And when we are talking about the stress, if we want to get rid of this stress, the only solution is to be in the complete balance. And when these two systems, like this left sympathetic nervous system and right sympathetic nervous system, are always overloaded or overworked, then we never get balance. We are always stressed. So my request to everyone is, please do meditation regularly, follow Sahaja Yoga meditation technique, which is very simple method. It is a living process, and through this meditation, you allow your Mother Kundalini to transform your life. I hope I have
Madam, you're not audible. Maybe some network glitch at your end. Swapnil sir? Swapnil sir? Prerna madam, not audible.
I think there is some network issue. They'll come back in a while.
No
Just
problem, no
huh?
problem.
Hold for some time, please.
Yes,
Thank you.
we'll wait. No problem, no problem. Meanwhile, participants, you can post your questions in the chat window. So there is a slight technical glitch at the resource person side. You can post your questions, doubts, if any, in the chat window. There is a notice, attention please participants. We are sending feedback link. Actually, there are two types of feedback. One, feedback from cyber. You are required to fill the feedback, cyber feedback, plus the feedback at the Atal portal. You are required to fill feedback in both the places. So we are sending feedback link in a while.
Yeah, okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
Sorry for the internet connection issue. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So now Dr. Vishwajit will be explaining you and will conduct some exercise. You can practice along with him. So quickly I tell you, once the Kundalini starts moving, both your palms on the fingertips, you get sensation, tingling, burning sensations. Okay. And through these sensations, you can realize which energy center is having imbalance or blockage. Okay. So you can see here, the first figure indicates the Muladhara chakra, the second one Swadhisthana. Then on your next finger is Vishuddhi, the fifth energy center. The third energy center is on your middle finger. The Agya chakra is on your second last finger and heart. So now, if you are having a stress situation, then your this last finger, can you make other people mute? It's so much noise. Okay, so the last finger, which indicates about your heart. Okay, so this, if this last finger is giving tingling sensation, means there is a pressure on heart. If you are getting on left palm hot breeze or no vibrations, that indicates our left channel is not in balance. If the right palm gets the hot vibrations, then we can get an indication that my right channel is in imbalance. Now, for the stress management, this fourth energy center, means this last finger, and the Swadhisthana chakra, that is the second energy center, these are very important, for which we will be having the exercise. And once we improve this energy center, our stress gets released and even our immune systems get developed. Okay. Now, how it works medically along with every chakra. See, physically, Muladhara pelvic plexus is there. So the laziness, the diarrhea, constipations, this is all from Muladhara chakra. Aortic plexus, the second energy center, it controls organs like liver, pancreas, spleen, uterus. Okay, the diabetes, blood cancer, the blood pressure related things, They comes from the second energy center. Second energy center helps you to get rid of the stress, for which the solution is the foot soak and ice pack, which will give you the demonstration. Solar plexus, the third energy center, it has a problem because of the excess eating or fasting, alcohol, drugs, fasting. So the common diseases are like diabetes, kidney problem, or digestion problem. Okay. The anahat, the fourth energy center, it has like a thymus gland which improves our immune system. So it controls our hearts and lungs. So these days the corona is attacking through your nose. So the fifth energy center and fourth energy center. So the heart and lungs are getting damaged. The breast cancer is also origination of imbalance in anahat chakra. So the overuse of heart chakra gives you heart attack, breast cancer, lung diseases, and even the weak immune system. These days, why people are getting attacked? Because of the weak immune system. The fourth energy center is weak. The fifth one, because of the stress, we tend to have the smoking, drinking habits. It controls all the organs like neck, arm, mouth, tongue, okay, and related with our neck. All the flus, they attack if the fifth energy center is weak. If through meditation, the fifth and fourth energy center is good, the flu cannot attack on us. Then the throat problems, the cervical cancer, or even the problem with the five senses comes from Vishuddhi, the sixth energy center related with our sight, hearing, thinking problem. The quality of forgiveness comes from the sixth energy center because the phosphorus is sitting there. Phosphorus get dry, then it kills, you can say, like all our anger just get burst out. Okay, so the migraine problem comes from there. The Sahasrara gives us the thoughtless awareness, limbic area. It gives us the peace. It gives us the complete stress-free life. So what we are doing these days, we have a toll-free number. Okay. So this is our toll-free number. We call like a meditation helpline, 1800-2700-800. Through this toll-free number, since last 1.5 years, every month we are helping 1,000 to 1,200 people. During lockdown, almost 900 calls per day for toll-free number. And all our volunteers who are all educated, they taught Sahaja Yoga. Every day at 5 o'clock, we have a Learning Sahaja Yoga YouTube channel. 5 o'clock, we conduct the sessions in Marathi, Hindi, English. And one can join any nearest batch. We are having next program on 3rd January in 15 languages. Any own language you can choose. You can register on toll-free number and learn Sahaja Yoga free of cost. It just takes 6 weeks to learn very easily all the practical techniques, scientific techniques. Now I request Dr. Vishwajit to show some exercises related to more deeply how you can release the stress. At the end, I would request Nilesh, who is from Kolhapur, who is conducting continuous sessions with Cyber Institute, and then we'll conclude the sessions. Yeah. So we are at the end part. Dr. Vishwajit.
Hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Namaste to everyone.
Namaste, sir.
Okay. So today's my part is about the practical session we are going to do just now to release the stress. So you have come already know about the stress. One thing I want to just add, we call it as a triangle of stress, and a triangle has 3 angles. So first angle is time span, second angle is workload, and third angle is ability. If you deal with the time span, the time doesn't wait for anyone, nor for you, nor for me. Just now what I speak, it just went in the past. So you cannot deal with the time span. The second is the workload. Can anyone tell me your workload is reduced? No, it is just increasing. So you cannot deal with the workload also. But the third part is the ability. Here you can deal. The ability may be physical or spiritual ability, because everyone has a specific threshold to carry the stress, and if the stress is just over the threshold, then you feel stress. So first important thing is you must know yourself. That is whether I am on the emotional side, the stress is coming from the emotional side, or the stress is coming from the aggressive side. Just now in our meditation, Sri Mataji just now told us how to balance the left and right channel, right? So left side problems, a person who is facing and getting the stress he will be more emotional. For very small reasons, he may cry. He will be guilty always. He will just hurt himself rather than others. And he may go to depressive side and negative thoughts. He will just dominate himself. So that is the quality of the left sympathetic nervous system, that is the Ida Nadi. And all the thoughts related with the past, he will suffer from that. So this is one side of the stress. So end result is going towards the depression side. And another part, if you see on the right hand side, that is the right side of our body going towards the left brain, they are all futuristic attitude. Overthinking, anger, and hyper side. They will be angry for very small reasons. They will dominate others. Okay, so on the mental side, their attitude will be more futuristic. So very simple thing, nor the past nor the future yet to come in the present. Because past has gone, future doesn't exist. The existence is in the present. And that's why this stress and imbalance leads to many problems which are called as, today our medical science is saying, these problems are not only physical and not only mind problems, but they are called as the psychosomatic problems. For example, sugar, blood pressure, all are called as, today called as psychosomatic. Psycho is nothing but the mind and soma is nothing but the body. The combination of both imbalance leading to this problem. So how can you deal or correct your problems only by medicines? So you need this yoga meditation, right? Okay. So we will do some simple exercises which are related with directly with your stress and your energy centers. So 2 or 3 just now we will do practical. I request everyone to do the same which we are doing now. You have to sit straight, just open your shoulders back, be in the meditative phase, in a balanced state. Observe your thoughts and also the energy feeling on your hands as well as on your forehead. So whenever there is fear or stress, there is a direct effect on your heart. How? Now, if you count your pulse rate just now, and before meditation and after meditation, you will see the difference. Okay. For example, if there is a blood pressure patient and I gave him a medicine, and now blood pressure is normal. As soon as he receives some telephone and he just something imbalance, automatically the blood pressure rises. So directly effect on your heart, directly effect on your brain, directly effect on your organs and your energy. Okay, so that's why this attention has to be improved and the pressure coming on the heart has to be reduced. So now we do a simple thing. First, keep your shoulders away. We will close our eyes, and first of all we are going to inhale deeply and exhale deeply, keeping your attention on the central heart where the fear lies, as well as on your Sahasrara, that is the limbic system, the 7th energy center. Is it okay? We do it 3 times. I request everyone to do this practical. Okay, just close your eyes. Watch your energy on your fingers as well as on your Sahasrara, that is on your head. Now we have to take a deep breath, inhale and exhale deeply. Again. Repeat. While exhaling, you don't have to just exhale your breath, but you have to exhale whatever stress is there in your mind, in your thought, and also on your body. Okay, now open your eyes. So this you can repeat for 5 to 10 times as per your stress. Okay. But keeping attention on your energy. It is not just a physical thing. Now we go for the second part. This is very scientific part which I am going to show you now. If you are, due to the stress, if you are afraid or you are feeling pressure on your heart, okay, then you may feel that your what you call the Atmavishwas, okay, it will be reduced. I'm just going to give one example. If a baby is sleeping and in the sleep he just gets frightened, what does the mother do? She just keep her hand on the baby's heart, right? Okay. So please, the battery is low. Okay. So after meditation, when the energy flows in from our hands, we are using the same hand, putting on your right in the central of your heart. Please, everyone, keep your right hand on the central of the heart. One more example I am going to give you about the King Shivaji Maharaj. When he used to go for a war, he used to keep his hand on the central heart and pray for the goddesses, Jagadamba, so that he gets that energy, that power, and he just go and win, right? So now the same situation is with us. We have to build our central heart. So now what we are going to say and do, just see. First you observe and then you try. First we are going to take a deep breath, hold it for 5 seconds and slowly leave it. Keeping your attention on this heart as well as on your Sahasrara, right? 3 times, okay? Close your eyes, observe your central heart and the crown energy center. Take a deep breath, hold, leave it. Now take 1 or 2 normal breaths. Again repeat. Take deep breath, hold for few seconds and then exhale. Exhale. Again normal 1 or 2 breaths. Repeat the same. Inhale, hold, exhale. Slowly put your right hand on your lap. Keep your eyes closed and just see, are you thoughtless and confident? Also, you can check the flow of energy from your head as well as on your fingers. Okay, slowly open your eyes. Okay? Yeah. Now we go for the third exercise. Now you are working, we all are working and we are using computers, and all the stress which is affecting our brain as well as on your heart. So in between these two energy center lies the Vishuddhi energy center, called as the cervical plexus in our medical language. So whatever stress is accumulated, it is physically present on your shoulders also, as well as on your neck. Because this neck nerves or the cervical plexus is very near to the brain and very near to the heart. And also, we have to release these muscles which are stressful and the stress which is just residing on your neck as well as on your shoulders, also physically due to using of laptop, computers and mobiles. Okay, so first exercise, again, push back your shoulders. Now just keep your thumb on your shoulders. Slowly just pull your both the hands on the back side and lift your neck upward. Don't close your eyes, but just observe your energy on your head and maintain this position for half to 1 minute. Slowly take your hand down, straight your neck, and watch the flow of energy on your hands. And also you will feel lighter in your neck as well as on your head. So this you can repeat as per your capacity. It may be half minute, 1 minute, 1.5 minute, 1 or 2 times in a day. Okay, or during meditation also, after meditation also, or whenever you are stressed up. So one more thing we have to do, that now these 2 fingers are not only the fingers but the representative of the energy centers just now Swapnil showed you. And if you see, according to our evolution, we are just from 4 legs, from quadruped we have modified to biped, that is the 2 legs. So these 2 hands are open, right? But due to operating of the mouse and all this computer and mobile and driving, so this is getting close. So this has to be open. Then and then only the representative of these energy centers, the fingers, you will identify your energy. That's why in our Marathi language it is called as Karagre Vasate Lakshmi, Karamadde Saraswati, Karamule Tu Govinda. Kar is nothing but your hands, and you will feel the energy of all these energies in your fingertips. Okay, so one simple exercise we will do. Just stretch your hand like this and pull the 4 fingers on the back side. Repeat with the second one also. Okay, and this thumb, which must be away from our fingers, this can also be stretched. Okay, now you can see the energy. So these were simple exercises. Last one more thing we'll see, and then we go for the one more treatment which affect our liver, that is the ice treatment. Before that, simple, which the stress is situated in your brain, that has to be released. So with this finger, just place it here. This is called as the Hamsa energy center. Just press it and just rotate it clockwise. So stress on the eyes and the energy flow, you will just notice after doing this. The stress on the eyes will be released. Now with the forefinger, you just press in between. Okay. Because this is Agya Chakra connected with your eyes and your thinking. So it is very stressed up. So this chakra has to be released in meditation, as well as physical stress can be released. And last is this, the Sahasrara. So which we did it and just we saw the flow of energy, right? Okay. Now, due to overworking, what happens indirectly? There is imbalance of energy in our right and left side. And many times we are on the right side, that is overactive side. So we are exhausted. And also the body temperature or the heat side is more. And therefore we get more on the hyper side, that is the hypertension, hyperthyroidism, and all these things. So the main source of your attention is situated on your right of the stomach, called as the organ, which is the very important organ in our medical science, is the liver. So all the blood flows through the liver. So that liver side has to be cooled down. Like a machine, we use a coolant. In the same way, your liver, you have to use some coolant. So a very simple formula told by Her Holiness Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi Ji. This is a simple ice pack. Okay. Inside is the water and it is just kept in the freezer. And this ice or this coldness is applied on your right side of your stomach. You have to just keep it on the right side. Just close your eyes, and this is done for just 3 to 4 minutes. Not only after food, okay? Before food or after food, 2 hours. Okay. So this has to be maintained for 2-3 minutes or 4 to 5 minutes. Automatically, your body heat or whatever you are working on the computer, your eyes are on the light side, and then the imbalance is generated, that is removed. Okay. And then you feel the energy and the balance. So for today, this much is sufficient for you. This much homework, you please try. Only the thing is, before you go to sleep, balance yourself by putting your right hand towards Mother Earth. Then balancing the right side, put your left hand towards the sky. And then you feel that you are in balance. And the last 3 steps where first you put on your right hand on your heart, then the right hand on your forehead, and finally on your Sahasrara. And then maintain this space for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you go to sleep. Also, in the morning, you have to repeat as soon as you get up, repeat this thing and just balance your energy and maintain for whole day. Okay? Thank you. Namaste.
So thank you so much. I'm just concluding from our institution point of view. I request all of you that if you are more interested, you see our website www.onlinemeditation.org. There are 10 sessions you can learn practice Sahaja Yoga. www.onlinemeditation.org. Or if you are Hindi speaking person, then www.sahajyogahindi.com, or you just call on our toll-free number. Now I will switch to the organizer, and Nilesh is also there, who is all the time associated with Cyber Institute. Madam, if you allow, maybe Nilesh can just give a vote of thanks from our behalf. So we are off from the Pune. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Thank you everyone. It is generally very difficult to have a session before lunch or later, because that is the rush time. But still, I appreciate the kind of patience that you all have shown towards the listening and understanding the session. I just wanted to mention few names here. Dr. Professor Shirol, who is from Cyber Institute, introduced Sahaja Yoga meditation to Cyber MSW students in way back 2003. And from there onwards, it's almost 7 years we have been taking the sessions, the meditation sessions in Cyber every year for the last batch of MSW. And we have seen tremendous transformation in this, guys. And the people of, the students of MSW, whenever they pass out, they go to either the social work, or they also go to human resource as a faculty. So we have seen wherever the companies that they have joined in, they have asked us to come over there and introduce Sahaja Yoga meditation. The crux of the matter that I want to convey to all of you, that probably there is a possibility that, due to internet connection, you must not have clearly gone through it. Some people might have found the disturbances as well, but trust us that this free of cost meditation is absolutely invaluable. We all are there, 110 plus countries it has been practiced, and this particular meditation has transformed many lives across the globe. It is absolutely free, but trust us that if you meditate, understand, learn this meditation, and do this for 10 to 15 minutes in the morning and 10 to 15 minutes in the evening, this will not only give you the balanced state, which probably we lose across the day because of different reasons, but it will give you that thoughtlessness that will re-energize, rejuvenate your personality. So my vote of thanks to Cyber, Professor Dr. Shiror, Rajput ma'am, for organizing and allowing all of us from Sahaja Yoga meditation team to introduce and make people understand this invaluable and true meditation to entire faculties, researchers, and students in this forum. Thank you very much. I also want to mention that Professor Ravi Kiran Mane, who is a district coordinator for Kolhapur from Sahaja Yoga meditation team, has organized and helped all of us to arrange everything. Thank you everyone from Cyber and everybody in the forum. Thank you very much.
Yes, we are at the end of this session, concluding this session. On behalf of Cyber, organizing team of this FDP Atal project, I express our sincere thanks to the Sahaja Meditation Yoga team, Mr. Swapnil, Mr. Nilesh, Miss Prerna, Mr. Vishwajit, for the informative session with hands-on. Thank you participants for joining this session. We are ending this session, and before that, just a note, sharp at 2:30 we will be meeting for valedictory, when followed by examination of this FDP. And there is a request, you are required to fill feedback form. The two links will be one link, that is Cyber feedback, you need to fill, and from Atal portal, from your login, you are required to give feedback for Atal. So two feedbacks to be given. Okay, so we will meet at 2:30 sharp. Okay, thank you. Signing off.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Any, we're talking among themselves.